Hey guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. I want to start by asking a simple question. Will single moms ever accept that, when men desire them, is just for sex? The answer is no. They love being wanted for sure, but they also love help. Yeah, a guy that supports them in every aspect while she only treats him as an option. Single moms love bragging about how much men approach them, but in reality, they show no signs of a ring. Check this out.
Facts.
We have to catch up. I have been on so many dates recently. I have just been approaching men. Just walking up to men. The other day I was swimming at the beach and there was a guy in the ocean and I just swam right out to him. Almost drowned, but swam right out to him and was treading water for my life and just chatting away to him, which was great. It was amazing. He was 24, very young, but you know what? That's fine. You know, it's for the plot. The airport, and I was looking at a guy just staring at him in the eyes. And he came over to me while another man was chatting me up and was like, "Are you guys together?" And I said, "No." And he's like, "Can I take you out?" Absolutely, you can take me out, especially if you're going to ask me in front of another guy. Me and him went on the best date I've ever been on in my life. Then today, I approached another guy at the beach. And honestly, the point of this is just play big. Be bold. Approach people. Walk up to people. It's for the plot, and it's not even for the plot. Like, who cares about getting rejected? Life is one big game, really. It is one big game that we are all leaving the same way. You may as well make it interesting and just be fucking bold. Be bold. That's the catch up.
That woman right there is a single mom. Suddenly she dates a guy who happens to be perfect. And what does she do after that? Move on to another man because she wants to find bigger and better deals. Women are hard to please these days, so no wonder why men like the ones she's dating just use her recreationally or as a practice. Being bold as a man is okay because men are supposed to be leaders, but if a woman approaches you out of the blue unless you're a goddamn celebrity, you can be sure she's got an agenda. Maybe she's using you to prove something to herself. Maybe she wants a free meal. Or she enjoys her single lady lifestyle, Bu 8T banging dudes but not committing to anyone. But look, that woman is okay if you compare it with this one. Check this out.
Y'all are never going to believe. I cannot believe I'm about to admit this to the internet, that this is my life. First of all, moment of silence for my beat. This man, I kiddeth you not, sat me down and said, "Here's the deal, sis. We're gonna go take a paternity test, make this official, and then I will march myself down to the courts and tell them I want 0 custody and I will pay the full amount of child support for the maximum amount of time that I have to pay it." And literally said, that's what he said. He was literally like, "I'm gonna do the right thing financially, I will always pay. I'm gonna pay the full amount, the max amount that you want. But I don't want to be involved." He said, "I don't want to know the name. I don't want to know anything about this. Tell them don't come look for me." He was like, judge me if you want to. I get it. I really honestly get it. I'm not reneging. I'm not going back on my decision. My child's life is meaningful to me. I already feel like I'm a mother. We got a heartbeat in this bitch. I'm not going back on this. I'm not going to be like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom, and I do still believe in myself. But I can't believe that man really just took me out to dinner at a nice French restaurant to basically say "Bitch, I'll make sure the funds hit on time, and that's all you're getting out of me." This would only happen to me. I swear. If you told me a year ago that this would be my life, would I have believed you? Fuck no. Fuck no. But I do believe God has a plan for us all, or the universe or whatever it is, and this is mine. Single mom in it, single MILF in it. So, well, that's my update.
You see, impregnating women is dangerous. Unless you're a boss like Genghis Khan, spreading your seed is one of the worst decisions you can ever make. Women like her will probably say that they're taking the pill, or they're not on their fertile days yet. Even worse, they'll say they don't need you while flexing all their expensive, unnecessary clothes. Still, That's a manipulation tactic to make you a father against your will and put you on child support while she can easily move on, get another man, and act as if she was the one being abused. Clown world?
I don't need a man. I want one. Let's dive deeper into this 50-50 topic. Do I want a provider and somebody to take care of me? Do I need one? No. I spend $3,000 per month in rent alone, $1,700 in daycare, and $1,000 in car payment and insurance. And I do that all by myself, not including the fact that I travel and I do fun shit with my kids and etc. I don't need a man. I can provide for myself financially, but I want that.
Wow. Good for her for spending money like that. The landlord, the insurance company, and the kindergarten will be happy as fuck. Oh, and let's not forget the airlines, because she says she travels a lot. Is she saving for her kids' education? No. She prefers using that money on things she doesn't really need. Almost $70K a year just for her rent, car, and childcare. And she says she travels. All on her own. Yeah, right. There's gotta be a man involved there somehow, whether the income is from child support, alimony, or she got sugar daddy, or she is making the money on OF. It's funny how she flexing how much she is spending on stuff, but she not revealed exactly how much she is getting on child support every month. I reckon she taking minimum $2K per month. Many people out there struggle to pay the rent, and all they want is to provide a good life for their families. Looks like she can do it all, and that's fine, but if a man was the one flexing that, he would be called a bad person. Women like her get a pass all the time because, well, they're women, and the prevalent narrative is, I don't need a man, I just want one. As if men were fucking toys you can use and throw away. Yes, that's the sad reality. A man who just uses a woman, or even worse, a single mom for sex and nothing else, is a bad person. Give me a break.
I want a man who's gonna take the lead. I want a man who wants to take care of me. I want a man who wants to provide for me. I want a man who wants to take that weight off my shoulder and allows me to be in my full femininity and in my full feminine energy, and whatever I bring is an additional thing to our home. But I don't want somebody who needs me to do that and then also needs me to be all of these other things, because the reality is that most men do not have everything that a woman needs. They are lacking. They are emotionally and spiritually broken.
She's the one who's broken. She doesn't know what being feminine is. She's in her masculine energy all the time, therefore she's not desirable for a man. Men love being appreciated, so if she just says she doesn't need a man, guess what? As logical creatures, these men will just move on to a girl who's already feminine and humble. Well, many men are escaping the dating scene altogether. She also keeps saying that don't need no man, and with the same breath saying that she wants one to take the lead. She's trying to manipulate. She wants a well-off man to pay her stuff while she stack her money. Her brain is broken. Sounds to me that she wants an employee and not a partner. An attitude like that will keep her single for a long time. In 10, 20 years' time, she will realize she no longer wants a man but is desperate for one. She'll find out 40. 80 is a long time to be with cats, kitty litter, and boxed wine.
Let's talk about emotionally broken. A lot of these men have not gone to therapy, have not yet addressed some of the deep traumas that are inside of the depths of their soul, and that affects your relationship. But I, on the other hand, have already gone to therapy, invested in myself in that way, and I have the tools to make sure that I am self-aware, and I'm aware when I'm self-sabotaging or when I'm the fucking problem. And some men just don't have that. They don't have the tools and they don't have the capacity to do that. So that alone, you're already more broke than I have ever been. Let's talk about spiritually too. I'm not a perfect person, but there are men who do know how to lead a household. A lot of men are too cool for that. And I want and need that guidance. So I don't need a man, because I do that all by myself. But I want one that can add to my life, one that can bring a contribution to my life and elevate my life. I don't need somebody to come into my life and cause me undue stress and make me feel like we're fucking roommates and we're 50-50, and then I'm picking up the weight on every other end of the household and running the errands and planning cute dates because, oh, you're not romantic, you don't know how to do it. Like, nah, playa. I take myself on dates now. I buy myself roses. I take myself to dinner. Like, I don't need you for that. I got it. So if you're gonna be in my life, then it needs to be something that is adding value to my life. Because other than that, bitch, I ain't got no motherfucking time. Get out of here.
Women 101. Typical woman fashion only talks about what she wants. He has to basically improve her life, yet never mentions what she has to offer and how she would improve his life. All I would say to her is, enjoy the time you have because the wall is coming soon and it's undefeated. The voice and attitude alone are a hard no. You already know a woman that's gone to therapy is damaged as fuck, plus she got tattoos. She's a walking red flag. Weird how women expect men to add value to their lives, but never consider whether or not they add value to ours. It's a conundrum. When a man dates a single mother, you are telling the world you are desperate and have no options. Simple as that. She feels special because she can provide all that crazy lifestyle for herself, but she's not capable of saying clearly what she wants. It's all so abstract and unclear. What does she really want? Does she want to stop paying her rent by getting a man who will do that? If so, she better say it right away. If women give mixed signals, sorry not sorry, men are not doing all the guesswork just to get you as a trophy. Basically because, bitch, you ain't a trophy, you're a pain in the neck. Let's check some comments. I guarantee that women who say she spends $3,000 a month, $1,700 in a day car, who says she can support herself and doesn't need a man, supports herself with alimony and child support, masculine women, I want this, I want that, I want someone to... Yeah, we all do. I want a woman who spoils me, who pays all the bills, gone all day so I can do what I want, treats me to dinner, buys me presents, flies me on trips, cruises, whatever else I desire. I've worked on myself, so I'm emotionally ready for this. Where are they? 3 sacred things a man must protect at all times. 1. Your time and attention. 2. Your resources. 3. Your seed. Imagine being so desperate you settle for a single mother. LOL. Is that woman actually proud that she was able to get impregnated by a rich man and that she is set financially for her kids' years? Every day of her life she will have to look at a kid whose father just wanted nothing to do with you. That is just so sad, narcissistic, and tragic. 1K in car note and insurance, with 3K in rent alone and 7K for daycare? That sounds like a lot of financial weight that a single man without kids don't need to put on his shoulders exactly. Men are simple creatures, and we don't need much to be happy. These women, though, have no financial education at all. Well, they might regret it during their retirement. So she spends about 7K a month but does not need a man because she is so amazing. Why would anyone even try? Most men are emotionally broken, so says the woman with the hand tattoos. This woman is likely leaving out the $3,000 per month child support she's getting from baby daddy. So independent and strong. LOL, I don't need a man, but I want one. What happens when you don't want him anymore? She basically dumps Shim, gets half of his shit, and finds another walking ATM.
So guys, I have a question for you. I'm immigrant in America. I just moved less than 1 year. I live in Houston and I'm a single mom. I have no friends and family here. I'm kind of alone here. So if I go on a date with someone, I always ask to pay for a babysitter. Sometimes it's 50, sometimes 70, sometimes 100. Depends on the time and depends on the time. Is it okay for you to pay for a babysitter if you just go on the first date? Let me know in the comments.
The entitlement of asking her date to pay for a babysitter as if it's his fault that she's a single mother. What? She has money for ridiculous tats, jewelry, and wants you to pay for a babysitter? I think it is great that single moms are asking for their dates to pay for the sitter. It lets you know immediately, nope, move on. Do women actually think their nose rings and face tattoos look good? Personally, I find it all repulsive.
I think it was after my 3rd child, I turned to my husband at that time and I said, wow, being a single mom is hard. I'm so glad that I have you and I don't have to raise these children by myself. Boy, at that time I did not know that I would someday be a single mom of not just 3 kids, but 7. But here I am, single mom of 7 kids.
Good luck with that. The family unit is broken due to women like her, and honestly, I don't feel sorry. She decides to whine on social media instead of raising her kids. No respect.
Okay, single mums need to hear this, and I know you're not hearing it because I keep seeing video after video, for some reason, of toxic men talking about why they wouldn't date single mums. So here's what you need to know. Number 1, single parenting does not decrease your value in any way. The amount of grit, resolve, determination, ambition, and hard work it takes to raise a child on your own makes you an amazing individual. Those are all characteristics I would look for in a partner. And any decent guy would know this. They would look at a single mom and go, my God, how amazing is she?
Yeah, amazing at putting you last while she puts her kids first and wants you to put her first as well.
She's doing a job that 2 people usually do, and the rest. I'm lucky if she gives me the time of day, and they are. It always kind of amuses me and baffles me that men would look at a woman and think her value is less because she's a single mum, when the only reason she's a single mum is because some bloke somewhere else isn't pulling his weight.
It's always the men's fault. These women do not miss ever. They're grown-ups, right? So why don't they take responsibility for their choices? When they get all alone and have to raise kids on their own, guess what happens? It's because the last man was an abuser, an absent father, etc.
Next thing you need to know, you can find guys who will treat you amazingly. My boyfriend never wanted kids. He wanted a free, easy single life. And he ended up with me, and I've got my 3 unschooled kids. It would be hard to meet someone that is more into parenting than me. And the way he treats me is phenomenal. I'll give you some examples. Recently we went to Cornwall for a week. He was already down in Cornwall, so I could have either driven the kids or got the train. But my car sucks, and my eldest daughter is autistic and trains are difficult for her. So he drove 6 hours in his van that he knows is more comfortable for my autistic daughter. He drove all the way up and he drove back. A 12-hour trip just to make sure my daughter was comfortable. That's like a bare minimum standard for him. He knows that my kids are the most important thing in the world to me and that he'll never come close. He's not remotely threatened by my kids. And I think that any man that is threatened by a baby or a child, ick. He's always doing lovely things for me. If he knows I've had a busy day or just as a treat, he'll say, let me get a takeaway. That might also be because I'm a shit cook.
Amazing. She offers nothing men want. Well, that man she's got right now is okay with that because he's a simp. The benefits of dating her are slim to none, and that guy she's with is nothing but an option while she wants him to worship her feelings and needs. To make matters worse, she says that to him, a 12-hour drive is the bare minimum. You couldn't find a better definition of a simp. Wait till she leaves him and then we'll blame him for why she's not happy anymore. As the late Kevin Samuels would say, you can't make this shit up, folks. She says how great a single mom is, and then she tells what a miserable life her partner has with her. He has to put in 100% of the efforts of a father without having a say in anything, without having his own biological children. If she ends the relationship one day, he does not even have the right to visit these children, no matter how attached he might have become to them. He is in a terrible spot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's doing that to get in her pants, not for charity. Ain't no such thing as a free meal, especially if you date a single mom who will never cook anything for you. Let's check some comments. Now, men have to literally pay for a single mother's mistakes. Marrying a single mom is like playing another man's saved game on hell mode. Being a single mom is hard and completely avoidable. Never mess around or date single moms. That would be your greatest mistake. The lady with 7 kids isn't a single mother. She is a divorcee who is no doubt getting financial and physical support from at least one ex-husband, if not more. Imagine being a single mother and thinking you are the prize, LOL. The body piercing and tattoos would repel me way before we got to the babysitter fees. He knows that my kids are the most important thing in my life, and he can never get close to that. And she doesn't understand why men are avoiding single moms. Being a parent is hard. Being a single parent is double hard. Biology gives the capacity to have children, but the truth is that not everyone should be a parent. TikTok is full of women that never should have had children with their man. He cannot live up to the responsibility, or she cannot live up to the responsibility, or neither of them is responsible enough. I have tremendous respect for single parents that survive, and when their children succeed, it is an epic win. I would rather be a toxic man than a decent male simp. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content like subscribe and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.